So let's talk about surrogate testing, muscle testing those who are untestable. Now, in surrogate testing, the testee, or the subject and the surrogate, are in the same location. And we use this when the subject can't be muscle tested directly, such as a child, an animal, or comatose person, sick, weak, or injured people, or they're untestable for any other reason. Okay? And you saw that a little while ago, how this works. Okay? Okay, so this is my wife, Jean, on the left, Natalie in the middle, Christy on the right. So the questions are directed towards the subject, right, not towards the person that's holding out their arm. The person in the middle here is basically acting as an extension cord for the person that is trying to be tested. Does that make sense? Now, here's what I found in practice, okay? If I was having a hard time getting answers out of somebody, if it seemed like that signal was really faint and I was having a hard time getting those answers, what I would do is I would press the little button on my phone, beep, and I would say, I need a surrogate in room 2, right? And then one of my staff would inevitably roll her eyes upward and then come back and hold out her arm and hold the person, and I would test that person. Because when you plug a surrogate person in, what does it do? It actually boosts the signal that's coming out of that person that's hard to test. Does that make sense? Yeah, it absolutely does. Okay. So in surrogate testing, the tester performs the muscle testing and corrects the imbalances on the subject's body, and the clearing can be done on the subject's body if the subject cannot be touched, or I'm sorry, on the surrogate's body. So for example, when my dad had a stroke, okay, he had an aneurysm, and he was in the hospital and he had all these wires and tubes. At that point what we did was my wife was there, and I actually cleared whatever I found just on her, okay. Now I would just work on him by proxy, and I could just do it by myself, right? Does that make sense? Any questions about surrogate testing? Anybody unclear on it? Okay, awesome. Let's keep going then. So energy flows from the subject to and through the surrogate's body, which acts as an extension cord for the subject, and the answers are amplified and made more clear through the surrogate. So if you're working alone, you can act as surrogate yourself and use self-testing to get those answers. Physically touching the subject is not absolutely necessary, okay? But what we recommend is that if you're within that subject's energy field, within about 6 feet of that person, okay, then surrogate testing can be done easily, okay? Your body picks up those electrical charges that take place in the subject's body, and it shows in your muscle testing, okay?